Hey gang, Alex with Pacific Calls, and I'm here to do an informational / instructional video on the 5-in-1 whistle. Now, you've either found this video because you scanned a QR code that was inside of your 5-in-1 whistle box, or you just happened to be scrolling through our YouTube channel and found it. We're going to do everything from how the whistle is made, the design aspects, do's and don'ts as far as getting the best performance out of your whistle, and the instructional side of it. Let's learn how to replicate those 5 different species of ducks that the 5-in-1 whistle is named for. Informational wise, here's what you need to know about your whistle. It is an all acrylic construction, 5/8 bore, 2-hole design. As far as identifying different parts, how to use it, stuff like that, the mouthpiece of the call is the one where you can see the wedge that's inserted, okay? The bottom of the call is solid. Fairly obvious which side you need to blow in. The 2 holes are right on the top, and the top hole, or the one that's closest to the mouthpiece, is where all the sound is going to come out. The bottom hole, or the one that's closer to the solid end, is going to be referred to as the tone hole for the rest of this video. The important thing is we never ever cover the top hole. I'll demonstrate why. If I don't cover anything and blow into the mouthpiece, I achieve that whistle, that high-pitched, simple sound. If I cover that top hole in any way, shape, or form, the whistle does nothing. So never, ever touch that top hole. The bottom hole is your tone hole. This allows you to manipulate the pitch of the whistle a little bit. Kind of like how you played the recorder back in elementary school. If I leave the hole open, I get that bright, airy whistle sound. If I cover it, it deepens the tone. See, fairly significant pitch difference. That will be important as we get into how to do different ducks, and you'll get different ducks, more ducks, and better manipulate the call to make more realistic sounds. As far as maintenance goes, the whistle is pretty foolproof. There's really nothing that can go wrong with it. You can see not a lot of moving components, but the important thing is that wedge, okay? We do not want to move it in any way, shape, or form. Don't push it in, don't pull it out, don't twist it, okay? It's set with a hell of a lot of pressure. It's unlikely that you'll be able to move it, but if it happens, it's probably going to need to be sent to us for a retune. All of those instructions can be found on our website under the retune page. As far as instructional stuff goes, your whistle is able to replicate 5 different species of ducks. Those species are Mallard, Widgeon, Pintail, Teal, and Wood duck. Each one of those is going to require a little bit of manipulation, whether that be with your tongue, whether that be with your voice, or whether that be just the ability to blow rhythmic air. We're going to go through each one of them, try to explain the best ways to do them. Let's start off with the mallard. A mallard duck, or a mallard drake I should say, makes a very easy to replicate vocalization. But you'll notice I have to engage my voice, okay? In the whistle, if I were to just blow straight air, doesn't sound right. But if I engage my voice, so instead of going, I go, you'll get the right sound. And all I'm doing is just adding voice. But we call that inflecting, and that's what you'll have to do in order to replicate the mallard duck. Number 2 is going to be the widgeon. No voice for inflection or reduction, but I do have to manipulate my air in kind of a rhythmic pattern. A widgeon has a very basic cadence. And if I put that into the whistle, a teal is by far one of the easiest ones to replicate. It is just quick, short bursts of air in a varying cadence, and you can manipulate the pitch of that with the hole to get different birds. Next on the list would be pintail. If you can roll your tongue, it's just producing that sound. Directly into the whistle, you get the highest pitch. Cover that tone hole and vary it up. The final one is going to be wood duck. Now this one again is kind of a lot like the widgeon, a rhythmic way of doing it, but I'd like to manipulate the tone hole and give it a little bit of a sweep with my finger, okay? So I'm going to start out strong. You can hear as I get to the bottom half of that note, the whoop. When I get to the whoop portion of it, I'm literally just dragging my finger across there. It kind of enriches the note a little bit. And that's it. Those are the 5 different species that you can replicate here on the whistle. Take your time. Learn them all, practice, 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 and most importantly, have fun out there. Good luck this season.